Hello everyone, here we're back with another Obanna Go anime video here called Rachel Gets Grounded by Becoming a Student Teacher in Community College and Gets Fired. So, alright guys, happy summer vacation for y'all, and hope you all have a great start of the vacation. And this is the first video of the summer vacation here, so please sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Here we go.
Alright class, so as you all know, for part of this class, you will be working as a student teacher at one of the local schools. We've spent much of the semester so far preparing you all for this, and you all will start teaching next week, and teaching for a period of 3 weeks. I have passed out to each of you a folder that contains the information about the school where you will be working at, as well as the class that you will be teaching, so you all can take a look now.
Let's see, so I will be working at Randolph Valley Middle School, teaching geometry, during the first and second class periods on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Now, you all will only be working as part-time teachers, for about 6 hours per week. This is just intended for you to experience what it's like being a teacher, so you can decide if you want to continue going for a degree in teaching after this semester, but if you do decide to continue with the degree, then you would do a full-time student teacher program that lasts longer before you are certified as a teacher. But for now, due to the number of hours that you will be spending as student teachers, we will not be holding class here until the 3-week student teaching period ends, but I will be visiting each of you at your schools occasionally to evaluate your teaching. You will receive a grade based on these evaluations, as well as evaluations from the principal at your school, and a presentation about your teaching experience that you will give in this class at the end of the semester, and it will all count for 40% of this semester's grade. And as a reminder, you are expected to follow the staff code of conduct at the schools where you will be working, just like all the other teachers at the school, otherwise, you may be fired by the principal, and if that happens, you will automatically fail this class. Now, do any of you have any questions for me? No? Well then, I will adjourn this class for today, and I will see you all when I visit you at your school to evaluate your teaching. If you have any questions for me, then like always, you can feel free to email me. Goodbye.
They don't want you to know about it.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident up to 1 year ago? Even if you weren't driving, just click.
Okay, I see that my homework for this weekend is that I have to prepare a geometry lesson for the class I will be teaching on Monday. But I don't think that will be too hard to do, so I'll do it later, probably on Sunday night. For now, I think I will go to the restaurant where my boyfriend Michael works to visit him there, and we'll be going to the mall later, and I can wait until Sunday to do all my homework for next week. Oh man, I really wish I hadn't waited so long to get started on this, since this is a lot harder than I thought it would be, and now it's getting late, and I'm getting tired now.
So Rachel, what are you working on right now?
I'm trying to prepare tomorrow's lesson for my class tomorrow for my first day as a student teacher.
And how is that going?
It's not going well.
Okay, you don't have to get mad at me like that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just really stressed out right now. This is so difficult. I'm supposed to be preparing a geometry lesson on circles, including calculating arc length, sector area, and more, but it's so hard. I barely understand any of this material, let alone how I am supposed to be making a lesson to teach it to the class.
I'm sorry to hear that you are very stressed out right now, but I'm just a little confused, since I thought you were actually doing kind of well in your math classes recently. You're currently taking calculus this semester, and last time I checked, you had a B in the class, so I would think that this geometry material would be easier for you.
Well, this material is very different from what I am learning in my current math class. I do remember learning about this when I took geometry class, and I never really understood it back then, but I haven't had to use any of this in my math classes after that, so it hasn't been a problem for me until now, and honestly, This is making me think that maybe I don't want to be a teacher after all.
Well, even though you are stressed out now, I still hope that it will get better for you as you go along, and in any case, that's why it's good for you to have the opportunity to be a student teacher for a few weeks, so it will help you know whether or not this is really the job you want in the future, or if you want to go for a different degree.
I guess that's a good point.
But anyway, is there anything you need from me right now before I go to bed?
I don't think so.
All right, then I will let you get back to work.
Well, I think I will take a break from this, maybe for like 15 minutes, and then I'll get back to this.
Guys, this reminds me of a Dhar Mann video I have reacted when I was using my phone to record. I think it was this Dhar Mann actor. The actor's name was Erica, and I remember she had to help out with the prom committee things, and she was studying for the English test, I think for the next morning, and she was basically procrastinating like Rachel did in this video. And so this reminds me of Erica wanting to like rest for a little bit, and turns up she ends up sleeping on her desk like until the next morning. And look what happened to Rachel. It's similar to the Dhar Mann video that I reacted, so just thought I would pause the video for just to make a connection between this and the other. I think I filmed that back in, I think it was October 2024. I have filmed that, but it was on my phone though. And so I've been using the Screencastify thing ever since March of this year, and it seems like that you guys really like it, so I'll continue making more of these Screencastify videos for you guys. So, and this is more convenient for me compared to recording on my phone. So I appreciate you guys' like and your understanding, and yeah, we'll continue with the video.
15 minutes, and then I'll get back to this. Why did I set my alarm clock this early? Oh yeah, today is my first day of being a student teacher. Wait a second. I never finished preparing the lesson for today. I was just supposed to be taking a short break, but I must have fallen asleep.
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Dad.
I was just wanting to make sure that you are awake early enough to get ready for your first day of being a student teacher, since that you have to be at the school extra early for your first day to meet the principal. But I see that you are already awake.
Yes, Dad, and I'll be ready to be at the school on time.
I'm glad to see that. Anyway, me and your mother are about to make breakfast now, so it should be ready in about 20 minutes.
Okay, I'll take a shower, and then I'll see you in the kitchen then. Oh man, I'm really not ready for today, since I'm not even close to being finished preparing that lesson, and I still don't even understand the material that I'm supposed to be teaching. But oh well, I guess for now, I should just make sure I get to the school on time, and think of what I'm going to do for my lesson when I get there.
Good morning. How can I help you?
I am supposed to be teaching here as a student teacher starting today.
And what's your name?
I'm Rachel Bradshaw.
All right then, Miss Bradshaw. Welcome to the school. I have this teacher's ID card for you here. You must have that with you at all times when you are working here. Also, you can scan that card on the school entrance doors next to the staff parking lot, and you won't need to check in here for the remainder of the time you are working here. Anyway, I will now let the principal, Mrs. Felton, know that you are here.
Good morning, Miss Bradshaw, and welcome to the school. My name is Mrs. Felton and I am the principal. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Now, I know you're currently attending community college, but you were in middle school not long ago, and I've been working here for 20 years, but I don't think I remember you ever attending this school.
That's right. I never attended this school, as I was living in Houston, Texas, when I was attending middle school.
I see. Well, again, welcome to the school, and I will give you a quick tour of the school, and then I will introduce you to Mrs. Hare, whose geometry class you will be teaching.
Okay.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
And so, this is the classroom where you will be teaching. Good morning, Mrs. Hare.
Good morning.
I would like to introduce you to your student teacher, Miss Bradshaw.
It's nice to meet you, Miss Bradshaw.
It's nice to meet you too.
So, do you feel ready for your first day of being a student teacher?
Yes, I do.
That's good to hear. Anyway, the school day will be starting in about 20 minutes. While you are teaching the class, I'll be in the main office with Mrs. Felton, doing some work with her to prepare the school's math curriculum for next year. But before I go, is there anything you need from me?
I don't think so.
All right then. We'll be going now, but if you need me, you can call the main office, using the phone number which is on a card which is in the desk next to the keyboard. That card also has the phone number for the school security, in case there are any students causing trouble who you need to have removed from your class.
All right then.
Okay, well, I hope everything goes well, and I'll stop by to check on you later.
And since you're only teaching the first and second period classes, I'll meet with you in my office after second period is over to discuss how it went. Though I understand you have to be at your community college campus, since you have one of your classes there at noon, so our meeting will be quick.
Okay, I'll see you then. Okay,
But first period says it starts from 8:50 in the morning to 9:40, and then second from 9:45 to 10:35. So yeah, I think she has plenty of time for the meeting before, yeah, her class at noon. So I mean, it's gonna be relatively quick. She has time to get back to the community college, have another class at noon.
I'll see you then. Okay, I only have 20 minutes to think of what my lesson will be, but I still have no idea what to do. Oh well, for now, I just want a cup of coffee. I remember during the school tour that Mrs. Felton gave me, that there was a coffee maker in the teacher's lounge, and so, I will go there now, and try to think of my plan for today's lesson while I'm walking there. Let's see, I'm trying to remember where the teacher's lounge is. Mrs. Felton showed me where it is, but I already forgot. But, I think she said it was somewhere in the main office area, so let's see if it's here.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
I haven't seen you in this school before. Are you new here?
Well, yes, I just started working here as a student teacher.
I see, and welcome to the school. How has it been going for you so far?
Well, honestly, it's been very stressful for me. I'm supposed to be teaching a lesson on geometry, but I barely understand any of it, and I still haven't even come up with a lesson to teach to my class, and I really don't know what to do.
Well, I really understand how you feel, and I hardly understand much of the stuff that I'm supposed to be teaching either, but you should just do what I do, which is I have my students spend the class reading from their textbooks, and then either writing a summary on the reading, or answering some questions from the textbook, and I hardly have to do any work at all, and I can just spend the class on my phone, or doing whatever else I feel like.
Have you ever spent hours turning a document into a presentation, copying text, resizing images, fixing bullet points, trying to make everything look professional?
I like that idea, but I'm kind of worried that the principal might not be okay with doing that. I feel like the principal would expect me to put in more effort to making a lesson.
Well, the principal is always telling me that I need to put more effort into making my lessons, but I don't care what she thinks. She has been threatening to fire me for quite a while, and yet, I'm still working here.
I see.
And, when I really get stressed out by my students, I'll just go to the teacher's lounge and stay there for a while.
Well, that doesn't sound like a bad idea either. And are you allowed to just go there whenever you feel like it?
Not really. Teachers are only supposed to be there before school, after school, or during lunch. But really, I can get away with being there during class time, since there will be no one else in there during that time, and even if I get caught, then Mrs. Felton will probably just again threaten to fire me, and not follow through.
I see.
Anyway, what's your name?
My name is Rachel, or Miss Bradshaw. But you can call me by my first name. I don't really care. What's your name?
I'm Miss Carey, but you can also feel free to address me by my first name, which is Angela.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Anyway, where are you heading now?
I was actually heading to the teacher's lounge now, just to get a cup of coffee and head back to the classroom.
I was actually about to do the same, so let's go there now.
Well, I am really glad that I met Angela. I think she had some great advice for me on how to teach my class. If I just do what she says, then I can teach my class without having to put in any effort at all, really. But anyway, I should get to my class now.
Where is Mrs. Hare?
I thought she said last Friday that we would be having a substitute teacher today.
Not a substitute teacher, it's going to be a student teacher.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Today is my first day at this school, and I'm still learning my way around here. Anyway, my name is Miss Bradshaw, and I will be your student teacher for the next 3 weeks, but I will only be working on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now today, you will be doing a lesson on circles. For today's lesson, please take out your textbooks. Okay, so you all will be turning to, well, give me just a minute. Okay, here's your assignment. You will be turning to page 153. Read everything on page 153 and 154, and then answer all the questions on page 155 through 157, which you will be turning into me for a grade at the end of class.
So that's it?
Yes, that's it. Is there something you don't understand about it? I thought these instructions were pretty clear.
Well, no, but it's just that we never learned any of this.
Okay, well, that's why I'm telling you all to read the textbook first.
Well, Mrs. Hare always gives us a presentation when we start a new subject, and does a few problems with us before having us do them by ourselves.
Well, so you see, guys, the reason why Rachel is having students read the textbook and stuff is because she literally was going to take a break for 15 minutes, and it turns out she ends up sleeping all night, just like the Dhar Mann reaction video I did way back in October 2024, where Erica, was planning to just close her eyes for, I don't know, a few minutes, and it turns out she just slept on her desk all night. It's kind of the same situation with Rachel. Well, the reason why she did not even prepare for the geometry lesson was because she, forgot. She ends up dozing off to sleep, all night. So, that's why she's assigning her students to read the textbook, read pages 153, 154, and then, answer questions 155 to 157. And so this is the reason why she's finding her ways. She got this from another teacher in the video called Angela Carey here. So just thought I'd point that out.
Oh.
The reason.
Okay, well, I'm not Mrs. Hare, and we're doing things a bit differently when I'm the teacher.
But
look, I've had a stressful morning today, and I'm in no mood to argue with any of you right now, and I'm warning you all now that I have the authority to call security and have them send any of you to the main office. So I suggest you all get to work right now and don't bother me. Anyway, I think I will just go on TikTok for now.
Excuse me, Miss Bradshaw.
Can I help you?
Well, I'm having some trouble with one of the questions.
And why are you telling me that?
Well, because you're the teacher, and I was hoping that you could help me with it.
You can find everything you need to know to answer these questions by reading the book.
I've read the pages you told us to read multiple times, but I still don't fully understand one of the questions.
Well, I can't help you with that.
But you're the teacher, shouldn't you?
Okay, I'm done arguing with you. Go out into the hallway.
But
Either you go into the hallway, or I'll call security to escort you to the main office.
Guys, this is like... I used to watch another... It was a Comedy World where I watch a bunch of Cooper gets grounded or like goes to multiple jobs and gets fired. Well, this is like being rude to a customer. Think about it. The teacher is the... Yeah, obviously the teacher's employee. The students are just the customer of the teacher. So like Rachel, the employee here, is being rude to this customer here. It's kind of the same thing how I watched when Cooper gets grounded just by getting fired because he was being rude to customers. And here we are.
Valerie, what are you doing out here? Why do you look so angry?
Well, the new student teacher kicked me out of the classroom.
Why? Did you do something bad?
Well, I don't think I did anything bad. I think Miss Bradshaw was being very unfair.
Well, okay, I know that you are usually a good student, and I would find it surprising if you really did something to cause trouble. So, can you please just explain your side of what happened?
Okay, well, Miss Bradshaw was initially making us answer some questions from the textbook, based on material that we never learned.
Creating custom clothing with tap stitch is simple. Start by choosing a garment, then click Design.
She didn't explain any of it, she just told us to read from the textbook, while I think she's just been watching TikToks on her phone the whole time, and when I didn't understand it, she refused to help me with it, and then we got into a little argument over it, which led to her sending me out here.
Okay, that doesn't sound right for her to do. I'm going to have a word with her.
Wow, this is the funniest video that I saw all week. I need to send it to all my friends.
Miss Bradshaw.
Look, I told you all to stop bothering me. Everything you need to know for this assignment can be found in the textbook.
Well, they're not the students. There's the principal and the real teacher.
Now sit back down.
Excuse me?
Oh, Mrs. Hare and Mrs. Felton, what are you doing here?
Well, we were coming in to check on you. Valerie was just telling us about how you kicked her out of the class, after she said you were refusing to teach your class, and instead just watching TikToks.
And, based on my observation, it would seem that she's correct. Care to explain?
Okay, look, I'm just really stressed out right now, and I don't know how I'm supposed to teach this stuff to the students. I don't understand it at all, even after I spent so much time last night reading the textbook and trying to understand it.
Okay, so you can't understand it, yet you expect the students to teach it to themselves from the textbook?
Well, this morning, I was talking to a teacher here. I think her name was Angela Carey if I remember correctly, and she was telling me that it's okay, and that's how she teaches her class.
Well, it's not okay, and, well, for one, I would definitely not recommend getting advice from Miss Carey on how to teach your class. She is very close to being fired herself.
Oh yeah, she told me how you threatened to fire her all the time, and yet she still hasn't been fired.
Well, okay, but that's only because she has an employment contract with the school district that makes it very difficult for me to fire her. I've been wanting to fire her for a while, and I've started the process to terminate her contract, but the process just moves very slowly in this school district, so that's why she's still here. But anyway, you don't have that type of contract. I can fire you right now if I want to, and, based on what I saw so far, I'm seriously considering it.
Well, okay, I'm really sorry, but really, it's my first day working here, so I wasn't quite sure what I was really supposed to do.
Well, one piece of advice to you, Rachel, I suggest if you're going to take a 15-minute break and then getting back to preparing for geometry lessons next day, I suggest you set up a 15-minute timer at least. That's all I can That's all the advice I'm gonna give you, Rachel, because I mean, you wouldn't have gotten this message in the first place if you just set the 15-minute alarm that way. So, just thought I'd give you some advice, Rachel.
Well, let's start with the fact that I know your community college professor clearly instructed you that you needed to have a lesson planned for today. And I know those instructions included many different resources that you could use to make the lessons, not just the textbook, and even included my email address. And you could have emailed me if you needed any help. Did you even have any lesson planned at all before you walked in here today?
Well, apparently not, because Rachel here, she was planning to take a 15-minute break, but since her sleeping all night, like, ruined that plan, she barely got into preparing for the geometry lesson. So that's what happened.
It doesn't seem like you did.
Well, yes, I really did. But, I need to use the restroom right now.
Right now?
Yes, right now. It's an emergency. I'll be right back.
This is Chicago.
Well, I don't want to deal with Mrs. Hare and Mrs. Felton right now, so I think I'm just going to head down to the teacher's lounge like Angela said she does when she gets stressed out. At least, I will just take a break for now, and maybe Mrs. Hare and Mrs. Felton will be less upset with me later.
Okay, well students, I apologize that you all had to deal with that. I'm going to be having a talk with Miss Bradshaw, and ensure that there won't be any issues going forward.
That is, assuming she even continues to teach here after today. And Mrs. Hare, I'll have a talk with Rachel back in the hallway and send her home for the rest of the day. I'll decide whether or not to fire her, and if I don't, then you'll see her on Wednesday.
All right then.
I'll talk to you and give you an update about this later, either during lunch period or after school.
All right, see you then. Anyway class, how about I will teach you what you were supposed to learn today? I know we only have about 30 minutes to do it now, but I'll try my best.
Oh, hey Angela.
Hey Rachel. How is it going for you?
Not very well, that's why I came here, and I'm just going to stay here for a while.
Smart idea.
I'm guessing you must be having a stressful day too, and that's why you're here.
Exactly. All my students are supposed to be taking a standardized test soon, and so we were doing some review for the test today, and that's when I realized that most of them are not prepared for this test, and so I just got so frustrated that I had to take a break from them.
I see. You know, I had no idea this job could be so stressful.
It can be stressful at times, but it's easier than other jobs that I've done before.
What other jobs have you done?
Well, I used to be a police officer.
Really?
Yes. That was actually my first job that I had after I graduated college, and actually, I originally wanted to be a lawyer. Me and my best friend Karen both initially wanted to be lawyers when we were first in college, since lawyers can make so much money, but after we both couldn't even get a passing grade in our freshman political science class, we changed our majors. She changed hers to statistics, and I changed mine to law enforcement.
I see.
Anyway, I didn't enjoy doing the job much, and about 15 years ago, I was also working part-time as a mall security worker in addition to being a police officer. And then one day, I got caught helping my friend Karen steal merchandise from the mall where I worked, and we both got arrested, and I was fired from both the mall and police department, and no security company or law enforcement agency was willing to hire me after that. I tried several different jobs, mainly at fast food places, and then eventually went back to college, got a degree in teaching, and here I am now.
That's very interesting.
Anyway, why don't you sit down? I was just watching some episodes of The Nanny on the TV here.
Oh, I've heard of that show.
Yeah, it's a show from the 90s. It was one of my favorite shows at the time, and I still really like it now.
Well, all right then, let's watch it.
Well, Rachel, it's been really fun talking to you. I can't stand most of the teachers who work here, so I'm glad that there is at least one teacher at this school who I can enjoy talking to. Well, for the next 3 weeks anyway.
I also think it's been really fun talking to you.
All right, what are you two doing in here?
Well, Mrs. Felton, this is the teacher's lounge, and we're teachers. What's the problem?
Don't act smart with me like that. You are supposed to be teaching a class right now, and you know perfectly well that you are only allowed to be here before school, after school, or during lunch or other break times. And as for you, Miss Bradshaw, I haven't even finished discussing with you about how you were teaching your class earlier, and when you told me that you needed to use the restroom, you were not supposed to come here.
Well, how did you even know I would be here?
I didn't, and actually, the reason why I came here is just because Miss Carey, your students in your second period class reported to security that you never showed up to class, even 15 minutes after the bell rang, so I suspected that you would be here, since I know you like to come here when you're supposed to be teaching your class, after I've told you numerous times that you're not supposed to.
Yeah, let me guess. Are you going to threaten to fire me again, even though you never follow through on those threats?
Miss Carey, just go back to your class where you're supposed to be right this instance. I am in no mood at all to deal with your nonsense.
Yeah, okay. Well, goodbye, Rachel. It was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you too. So, I guess I should head back to my class now. Or wait, I'm only supposed to be teaching the first and second period classes. It is second period right now, isn't it?
You don't have to worry about it, because you're fired.
Are you serious?
I am completely serious. I was already strongly considering firing you earlier after when I heard the complaints from your students in your first period class, but now I have concluded that it is definitely the right decision, so you may head to Mrs. Hare's classroom to pick up any of your belongings that you may have left there, and then you must leave this school.
Rachel, I seriously can't believe that you got fired from being a student teacher on your first day.
How did you even know about that?
Well, basically what happened there was the principal at that middle school contacted the student teacher intro to careers of teaching, that instructor back in community college, and that instructor contacted Rachel's father. That's what happened.
I never even gave the middle school principal your contact information.
No, but your community college professor for your Intro to Teaching Careers class does have my phone number, and he just called me because he already knows about how you got fired, and he has informed me that you will be failing the class as a result.
Seriously? I'm going to fail the class?
He said that he made it quite clear to the class that if you got fired from being a student teacher, then you will automatically fail the class. Maybe you can contact him and work out a way to make up for getting fired as a student teacher, but as of now, you have an F in the class, and furthermore, as a result of that, you are now grounded for 10 days.
Oh, come on. I'm not in high school anymore. You can't ground me for failing my classes.
Oh yes, I can. We've been through this many times before. Me and your mother can always still ground you when you are living at our house. And furthermore, when you registered for your community college classes, and me and your mother agreed to help pay for your classes, part of our agreement was that if you fail any of your classes, then we would ground you for it.
Oh, fine. I'll go to my room right now.
Well, not so fast.
What?
You have your physics lab class at noon. You need to get on your way there right now.
Oh, come on.
I know you probably don't want to. You need.
Wait, how long did it take for Rachel to get here? It's
Hare's classroom to
30 minutes later. What was the schedule for the middle school? I can calculate that. Let's see here. 8:50. So Rachel has to teach from 8:50 to 10:35, and she has been in the teacher's lounge for let's see here.
To work here, so I'm glad that there is at least one teacher at this school who I can enjoy talking to. Well, for the next 3 weeks anyway.
I also think it's been.
Well, Rachel, it's been.
I think it's like 45 minutes.
Well, alright. Oh.
It was one.
Then.
Really fun time. At least one way. The school. I can't.
She has been in that room for 45 minutes, so it was 9:55. 9:55 in the morning. 10 minutes into second period. And it took her, I want to say 45 minutes to get back. Let's see. 9:55.
Watch me make a pitch deck in less than 60 seconds. First, I pick a template from Beautiful AI.
And then you must leave this school.
30 minutes. So 9:55, that would be 10:25.
But your community college professor for your Intro to Teaching Careers class does have my phone number, and he just called me because he already knows about how you got fired, and he has informed me that you will be failing the class as a result.
Seriously? I'm going to fail the class?
He said that he made it quite clear to the class that if you got fired from being a student teacher, then you will automatically fail the class. Maybe you can contact him and work out a way to make up for getting fired as a student teacher, but as of now, you have an F in the class, and furthermore, as a result of that, you are now grounded for 10 days.
Oh, come on. I'm not in high school anymore. You can't ground me for failing my classes.
Oh yes, I can. We've been through this many times before. Me and your mother can always still ground you when you are living at our house. And furthermore, when you registered for your community college classes, and me and your mother agreed to help pay for your classes, part of our agreement was that if you fail any of your classes, then we would ground you for it.
Oh, fine. I'll go to my room right now.
Well, not so fast.
What?
You have your physics lab class at noon. You need to get on your way there right now.
Oh, come on.
I know you probably don't want to go there, but you still have to go.
No, I've had a very, very stressful day.
I think it's 10:25 in the morning, if I recall. Yeah, Rachel has a physics lab class at noon. And so, I mean, Rachel could probably just wait, like, stay at the house for like 30 minutes if she feels stressed. Like, take a 30-minute break and then, like, just start heading there. That's all I can probably give advice for Rachel.
Today.
I know you have, but you still...
But Dad in this video suggests her to go to the community college, like, right now, which I kind of understand, give her some extra time to get to classes since campus areas get pretty big.
You'll have to go to your class. You already have an F in one class. You don't want to get an F in your physics lab class as well.
No, I am not going.
Yes, you are. Or else, you will be even more grounded.
Ugh, fine.
But when you get home, you'll still go straight to your room.
Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, this video is similar to the Dhar Mann video where I reacted to when Erica had a prom event going on, and she was preparing for that. And so, there's a similar result as the one in this video where Rachel plans to take a break, similar to how Erica wanted to just close her eyes for a few minutes, studying for English. This one was about being a student teacher, and she had to prep the lessons and things. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for videos like this. And also next video. So, next time, bye y'all. Hope everybody happy Monday.